I cannot get to be a man. Tournament champions were 32 of the world's best chefs put their fate in the spin of a wheel with culinary glory on the line. Time season premiere. Using Justin's cell phone, we texted David Hutto. I began working with the cell phone provider to track that phone and its location. This phone was connecting with a tower that was consistent with being in the area of a local fast food restaurant. As it was happening, other investigators were getting information confirming that he would be in that area, and that eventually led to his. As David Hutto was leading the get charged or able to give search warrant for Justin's friends. They were able to locate a bag containing various items. The bag was the handgun used to kill Boker. In the bag as well, there was a cigarette butt that contained Justin Booth's DNA and a glove. I would say that David Hutto's version of the events that took place were probably about 95% believable, or definitely informed Justin Booth. It was going to be premeditated. He had a couple of options that he had pointed out to help the patients. That's where that's when we started custom. Looked up all right lane, and it was just another all the way across the phone. And just and get out. And I and originally talked about doing it, and it would just be also where maybe Justin's what we and said that either he recognized Mr. Kirk but it would turn around like it was going to walk. Once he dropped, like moments. He so he had to be more rounds. He loaded the gun and he shot a couple more times. I was quiet. So basically, it's the same story. Last time we made it up, because they're each equally responsible. Case will take up the state. This case will stick with me based on the fact that we will never know. Jail from Hutto on a felon in possession of a firearm charge and murder.
They met online, shooting people in the games and stuff. That's what they wanted to do, whatever the reason was. They made a choice. And just used it for trade.
Demo's such a danger that he wears special. Was always trying to pull it. Demo's not even allowed out of the hotel. Yeah, but he's watching him. Those guys, they had a plan. Senseless. It can happen. I mean, you know, without Kirk by shooting him with a handgun.
I've always had questions on why. From what I heard, a nice pickup is kind of what caught their eye and thought maybe a good painting at that part.
Would have an obvious effect on the community. Or that's all kind of most loyal people that I've ever known. Good athlete. I could have beat him on the golf course. He wouldn't. I know. Never got to parties. Right him.
I can't even put a word to how much I miss my brother. I can't even describe. The I get together.
Shipping is made up of people who worked in the mines, their fathers worked in the mines. It's hardworking people.
Because it's so small, everybody kind of goes for.
Came up when
Never so I wondered, who are they going to go after them?
I haven't been back here in 4 years. Being here, preserve some of the bad memories of the past. It was a pretty pleasant morning on May 19th, 2016. Dispatcher contacts me reporting a burnt human body on a walking trail. I honestly thought that it probably was not a very accurate report because we get a fair amount of reports similar to this, and most of them turn out to be dog carcasses or a burnt mannequin of a couple of teenage kids having fun. When I got to the scene, it was apparent from a distance away, maybe 30 feet or so, that the unmistakable smell of charred smoked meat was in the air. It was certainly human.
Received a text message from Mark Steele.
My friend Jessica, and we had texted a couple times that morning, said, well, I have to go because we may have a homicide.
Homicide, like, that's not a word that you hear about over here. So you'll have to keep us informed, as much as you can. Because of course everybody's, you want to know.
I have been in law enforcement for 23 years. I have been in criminal investigations for 18 of those years now. I was asked to respond near Mont Pit. We were at Mont Pit. So this is what's referred to as Mont Pit. This land depth is filled with water. People fish, they swim here. It's a recreational area. It's May 19th, so obviously we didn't have the snow that we do now. It would have been wide open then. The body was lying in the ravine as if somebody had just taken it out of the trunk of a car and pulled him into the ravine, poured gasoline on him, and ignited it. There was a partial blade of a knife that was stuck in his chest. He had damage to his face and to his head. The face was unrecognizable. Somebody was trying to destroy evidence. Obviously, it's a violent crime. At that time, I was sergeant of the General Investigations Unit. Because there was no ID associated with the person, we needed to figure out another starting point. One of the things that was on the victim was an unclearly visible tattoo on his chest area. This tattoo had been done somewhat recently. Maybe one of the local tattoo shops may have remembered giving the victim this tattoo, which would have helped identify him. We spread out into different teams and we covered every tattoo parlor that we could find on the range. We had pretty long these. All the tattoo artists we talked to assumed that this was a garage tattoo, meaning it was probably done at a garage party, and it probably wasn't a professional tattoo artist that did it. It was a disappointing did it.
That's a tight knit community. People know each other. That's a lot of the word flies. There's sites on social media and cop cars down there about that. What they're doing, and people are going to become more interested in that.
Someone gets pulled over in a show. And someone's not pulled over. Yes. You become friends with everybody in the community.
I was working at a retirement home and was on break and just scrolling through my phone, and I had seen an article come out. There has been a body discovered and they were looking for a murderer. I became upset and I just couldn't believe it. You think, like, is this person somebody me? No. It's crazy.
I was getting phone calls from people that were expressing concerns that it could be their kid.
So we were kind of in a waiting pattern. The body had been waiting for some type of notification from them that they were able to identify the body.
A fingerprint that was in the system of Jason Greenwood. He's 20 years old because he was fingerprinted at some type of child safe program when he was about 7 years old at a local fair. When I received a phone call that said who the victim had been identified as, I recognized the name as being a family friend.
Took me a minute to process it. Just I was kind of in total shock. I never expected that. I had an idea it was someone that I knew, but nobody that I knew like I did Jason. He was a neighborhood kid, just kind of watching him grow up next door to us.
I've known his family for 17, 18 years. My wife and I are friends with his mother and stepfather. It was devastating to say the least, that to find out this is who our victim was.
myself and Sergeant Hendrickson, who also knew the family, we decided that we would go deliver the news to them.
Parents had just gone off to Fortune Bay, which is up north, and I had let the dogs out, and about 5 minutes later, they started barking a lot, so I thought that was unusual. And I went outside, and 3 men approached my gate. One had been Mark, who was a friend of my parents, and the other was my neighbor, Luke. I actually just had like a bad feeling. Shortly after my parents came home, I heard my mom scream and knew that what I thought was true.
When we got back, Mark and Luke asked if they could talk us inside the house. I'm like, okay, you know. They had told us that the body Pony Mom hit was Jason's, our son. I was just trying to wrap my head around it. I didn't know what to ask. I didn't know what to think. Here they came and told me, you know, your son's dead. And not only was he dead, but someone killed him brutally.
After we were told, yeah, as it started to sink in, we had to figure out how we could tell them.
At the time, they didn't know, you know, who was involved. And the last thing they told us is that the body was set up afterwards. As hard as it would be to see after he died, we were not able to, you know, we were given that choice.
Just when, yeah, she broke pretty down. And what she just kept asking, did this or why did this happen to my baby? Why did this happen to my baby? And law enforcement tried to keep our emotions in check, but it was difficult to do that. Terrible. Think about it every day. And think about it was that tough for us. I can't imagine how tough it was for them.
Once Jay secured a job 30 some miles from where we lived, my husband and I sat down and it's like, okay, Jay needs a car. A car to a boy, especially a young adult, freedom. Who wants to be driving on with their mom or dad, at 20 years old? Those friends all over it. But seemed like he was starting everybody at a park. So
Every time we saw him, we had a bunch of people in the car.
actually, that day that we pulled out, that he was killed. I was texting him, telling him, title's here, come on over, what you need on it, and car seat your name. We didn't know that he was already gone by then. We were still wrapping our heads around the fact that Jay was dead. And someone killed him. So I had concerns about Jay's many times my life with him. But Jay has so many friends that I couldn't tell you all about, or at least people that he thought were his friends. We didn't know who all was involved. So it felt like we couldn't trust anybody.
Okay, this is my qualification is super rare. My parents before I would have taken us 5 years old.
You were Scott. Thank you.
New series, Tuesday at 7. First on CLC.
What do about our like when
My thing down me. So that's very gentle.
a few places around?
There's a place.
You know, we're making things.
place for pre-loved and vintage fashion. Anything people love. We need some dogs, the Westminster dogs, as long as we have.
People always ask for pet tips. For us, joint health comes first.
And it starts with Consequent. Our dogs are like athletes in the ring.
But at home, there are companions just like yours.
Our veterinarians recommend giving them Consequent every day.
Consequent congratulates Monty on winning Best in Show at Westminster. You're #1 with the #1 recommended retail joint health brand. Best in Show.
Trust Consequent.
Work. Work.
Oh, 3 in 1 extended relief formula for dry eyes.
Blink.
The average dog only goes to 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the farmer's dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live longer in your life.
Domino's best deal ever is almost gone. Get any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite pizza at our best price. Any pizza and toppings for $9.99. It's Domino's best deal ever, but it's not forever. So get it before it ends this Sunday. Only at Domino's.
Hi. Chocolate Sunday.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. Convenience for Chase. Make more of what's yours.
This is before Sunday, and this is after.
This year, lose stubborn fat permanently with Sono Bello one-visit fat removal.
I wanted the results of the tummy tuck, but not the downtime. I'm so happy.
I'm loving life. I'm loving my body. I'm loving my loose fitting clothes. My waist is covered. My belly is flat.
There's no booch anymore. Schedule your free, no obligation consultation. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
When you live with Beckham Mother, you do not leave your house without Palmer's. I have a Palmer's for my purse, my car, my gym bag. As a busy mom, I'm doing a lot, but when I put this big premium moisturizer on, it feels like a little luxury.
As I've gotten older, my skin's needs have changed. Palmer's lotion, I get a glow up. Palmer's, I see it on everybody.
Tournament of Champions, where 32 of the world's best chefs put their fate in the spin of a wheel with culinary glory on the line. It's time to put it all on the plate. Season premiere, Tournament of Champions, Sunday night at 8.
Okay. I have Jason 4 or 5 years before he died. Jay and I worked together. He was super smart. It was good to work with him. We were always just a group of friends together all day. Nothing does something like that would happen to him. I think everybody was just in shock. But everybody, anywhere, it happened to Jason.
Today's biological dad, his name was Wade. I believe at that time Wade did have a drug problem. I had concerns about Jay spending time with Wade. Wade hung out with people that aren't living their life the way they're supposed to. Law enforcement knew Wade very well.
I'm familiar with Jason's biological father, Wade. Wade has had his issues with the law and had been hanging, with a tough crowd, as they put it. I don't think Wade did Jason any favors in his life. Wade being involved in some way in his death. I just knew him to be involved with individuals that you wouldn't really want to associate with. I felt like someone that knew Jason's dad could have been involved.
I've been told my entire life so many times, Wade, I can't believe nobody hasn't killed you yet. How did you make it through the night? My son Jason, hard to believe that he's my kid because he was so calm and focused.
We go to notify Wade, he's at work.
I sit on the floor with the approached by two guys. They said, sorry, we can't do work. Somebody would say this. Your son was brutally murdered. I mean, that it was my son.
His response was just kind of a blank stare.
Of course, the first question of mine is, do you know who did it? At the same time, I was feeling as if I was a suspect or some sort of, Did my son love me? Not always. I didn't think Grace. He was following me. Just walks away from everything along there. All my focus on just Jason.
He told us the last time he saw Jason was up at the Fortune Bay Casino. I believe it was around 3 nights prior, and that he had been with a female, red-haired female that night. And Jason had introduced her to his dad, his girl.
Never heard her. My son never mentioned her, so I don't know if they're actually dating or not.
Last time I saw Jason, he was telling me all about this new girlfriend that he had. He just had this huge grin with his dimples. I just remember his dimples. He said her name was Cindy.
Definitely have to follow up with Katie just to see, where that goes.
But we needed to find out what the history was between her and Jason, and was there a jealous husband, a jealous boyfriend somewhere in the picture?
What's your phone name again? Right. No, do you know anyone that might want her?
Well, name-wise, I'm trying to think on who it could have been.
I see have 2 phones. I have those.
Okay.
There was text messages on the girlfriend's phone from Jason stating that he was concerned about her ex-boyfriend following him around, and he was concerned that the ex-boyfriend may do harm to him.
What about the text message conversation you're having with Jason about Joe?
Oh, about Joe, okay.
Because Jason was messaging saying, hey, I think Joe is.
Follow.
Yeah.
At that point, we felt that the ex-boyfriend was our number 1 suspect. Without a doubt, this is a person that he believed had reasons to do harm to Jason, and we brought him in for questioning.
So they fixed them up to be looking at some of the stuff Jason told somebody that you may have been following him at some point in time. Is there something going on with that? He thought you were following around for some reason. Insurance person. He knew who you were, apparently.
Basically, Joe denied any of this information.
One of the things that we like to do is DNA is take a look at your cell phone. Okay. They give us permission to do that. What? Just numbers is just stripes. It'd be what's in your phone. If I get a word, yeah. Yeah, because there's no reason they're looking at the phone because I know you will say, I still gotta take it on cell phone. Yep. And I'll do a search warrant for it. Yeah, search warrant, take it. I gotta take it now because otherwise, otherwise you delete stuff off of there. So you can't just take my phone. Okay. Yeah, I'll control it later too. That's fine. Do you have nothing else to say?
We don't know what's going to happen. So he wants to be there for as many moments as possible. However, this is good.
Choice Hotels Rewards Program Choice Privileges makes it easy for you to earn points to maximize any vacation. As vacation maximizationer, I'll show you how. Roll with me. You can earn reward nights fast and redeem at over 7,400 hotels. Float with me. Use your points to turn work trips into family trips. Waffle me. Your intro to Choice Privileges points? Survives. Check into more. Join Choice Privileges at choicehotels.com.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world-famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's not me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
Great brands, great prices. Everyone's got a reason to brag.
I've been looking for these. 70% off.
As I was speeding.
Your car warranty's expired.
Like 10,000 miles ago.
You should call CarShield.
Plans through CarShield can protect most major parts and systems in your car. Your plan could save you thousands the next time your car needs a repair.
What's the catch?
Just call before your car breaks down. Then watch your cover repairs get paid.
Plans through CarShield also include extra benefits like roadside assistance, courtesy towing, help with flat or damaged tires, and lockout help.
Is this the number to call CarShield?
It's a ticket you're speeding.
Call 800-558-2150. 800-558-2150. 800-558-2150.
When others are giving one topping pizzas for $9.99, Domino's is going to give you all the toppings for $9.99. That's right. Get any crust with any toppings for $9.99 each online. This might just be our best deal yet. So get it before it's gone. At Domino's. Okay, eBay.
The place for pre-loved and vintage fashion. eBay, things people love. A week of new trendings.
I hope you enjoy Thailand.
I think you survived. So many.
That's why you're comparing all-in-one plans, all-in-one place. We need help.
Oh, hey,
Based on what we talked about, your doctor,
my pharmacy.
your budget,
On medication.
you have a map.
Whoa. How is all this inclusive?
Insurance companies pay us to find you can match.
You really are a Medicare matchmaker.
I'm gonna use that.
Thank you, help.
Do you need help finding a Medicare match? Maybe your needs are changing. You're turning 65, losing benefits at work, or you simply have questions. Either way, you can do something about it. Compare plans that cover your doctors, your prescriptions, your pharmacy, and your budget, and compare them side by side. Because eHealth carries plans from the nation's top insurance companies. So find your match and enroll any way you like.
Call 1-800-957-3305 to compare Medicare plans in your area or visit eHealth.com.
eHealth, your Medicare matchmaker.
That's what makes this the tournament champion. Season pro with the tournament champion. 9-8. Friday Night Lights series, big deal.
We have a football player who's arrested for killing a town sweetheart, a trigger, a missing teenage girl. She's down.
Stream on X. She's a young, aspiring actress. Response.
No.
Their colors are orange and green. They're afraid of orange and green balloons and it's super fun.
feel real. It's like you don't want to happen to anybody, but it doesn't show the time.